Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the RAMBAM HILCHOS Deos. We're starting today, Per Gimel, the third chapter. Ois Aleph, the first letter. Shema Yoimar Adam. Maybe a person will say, since that base desires and seeking after honor is a bad way for a person to go in this world, and removes them from the world that they're supposed to be living in. I'll separate myself from taiva, from desires and kavod, all to the extreme. I'll go to the total nth degree over here to make sure that there's not even a drop of this in me. I won't eat meat anymore. I won't drink wine. I won't marry a woman. No, I won't sit and dwell in a nice house. He won't wear nice, honorable clothing. He just wears sackcloth or hard wool, which is very uncomfortable and not very pleasing. Similarly, he'll do all these things which will remove him from anything that seems to be a taiva, a desire, a pleasure of this world. Like pagan priests, which the monks, as they, in their aesthetics, they go off into the mountaintops and they separate themselves from all the pleasure of this world. Says the Rambam, Gam zu derech ra, this is also a bad way. And it's asa, you're not allowed, it's forbidden to do such a thing. And someone who does this, he's called a chayte, he's called a sinner. We know we have a parsha in the Torah called a nazir, the one who takes upon himself 30 days where he abstains from drinking wine and cutting his hair. And it says in the pasuk, he needs a kapara, he needs an atonement, because he sinned against his soul. What did he sin? He tried to do the right thing, but no, he withheld himself from things that are normally permitted to him. So the sages say, a nazir who only separates himself from wine, he needs still an atonement for his sin. If somebody withholds himself from all the pleasures of this world, all the more so is he a chayt, is he a sinner, and he's going to need a kapara, some kind of an atonement. Lefikach, therefore, tzivu chachamim, the sages have commanded us, a person should only withhold themselves from the things that the Torah itself says you're not allowed to have. Don't asa yourself, don't prohibit yourself through nidarim ushavuos, through vows and oaths, al dvarim mutar, on those things that are really mutar, that are permitted. Don't take an oath, I'll never eat this again. Chas v'chalila, the Torah says you're allowed to eat it. I'll never have that pleasure again. God forbid, the Torah says you're allowed to do it. Don't be more stringent than the Torah itself says that you're supposed to be. You can't eat treif. You can't have relations with a woman that's not your wife. You can't speak lashon hara. You can't be mechal Shabbos. That's all the things you're not allowed to do. But whatever the Torah says you're not allowed to do, you don't. But more than that, says the thing, you can't cheat somebody in business, but you're allowed to make money and buy yourself things with that money. With that money, you can live in a house. You don't have to live in a palatial estate, but you can still live in a nice house that has the comforts and air conditioning and heat and a couch and a bed. Yes, but more than what the Torah says, a person should not do. That's already called a chayte. That is called a sinner. The Torah has given us enough that we can't do, and it's given us Baruch Hashem plenty that we can do, and we're supposed to do what we can. The Chachamim say, what is not enough what the Torah asked for you? You want to make more things asur, more things prohibited. That's not the way of a Jew. This also includes those people that fast on a regular basis. It's not good. The Torah says to eat. You got to take care of yourself, sustain yourself. The Chacham said you're not allowed. It's also prohibited to afflict yourself in fasting. Now today is the Tainis Asar B'Tevis, where Chazal commanded us to fast, where the Torah tells us to fast, then you're supposed to fast because we need that for our tshuva. However, to do it on a daily basis, Chalila says the Rambam, that's not the role of a Jew. And all of these things, similarly, Tziva Shloima V'Omar, Shloima Melech, the great King Solomon said, Al titzadik harba, don't be too overly righteous. V'al tischachim yoseh, don't be too smart. L'mat shumam, says Shlomo Melech, why should you make yourself like a desolate person? You gave up all the pleasures of this world. You gave up all the things that you're allowed to do. That's not our job. The Torah has given us a guidebook. It's given us a rule book. It's given us a clear plan of how to live our lives. This is mutter, and this is asur. This you're allowed to indulge, this you're not allowed to. This you could enjoy, this you're not allowed to enjoy. It's all right there. More than that, when you think you're HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you know what's better than Hashem, that we're not allowed to do, and that's a derech ra, that's a bad way for a person to go. And so once again, the Rambam is coming to tell us, a Yid is supposed to be normal and balanced, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu in his infinite wisdom of divineness in the Torah, He has given us the perfect balance of how to live our lives. Have a wonderful day.